What's going on, Leo? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, guys, happy New Year's. We made it through 2020. Thank you, God. But I hope you guys are doing well. Let's jump into your January reading and see what's up. All right. So, what is going on for the sign of Leo? January 2021. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Leo signs. And like I always say, guys, keep in mind that the energy could be transferable. So it could be your energy that I'm picking up on, or it could be the energy that is around you, okay? Now, this is just an energy here. The first card that you guys have here is a Justice card. All right, so let's get at least two more and let's talk about this. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Hermit card, okay? So starting there, the energy that you guys have here is the Lover's card, okay? Behind that, we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, and we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse here, okay? Nine of Swords in the reverse as well, Two of Cups in the reverse. So there's something that a person is not going towards anymore. There's a halt, but with this halt, you're able to drop such a heavy burden. Honestly, for a lot of you, it could be a situation in love. But with the Lover's card, this doesn't always have to be, literal lovers. This could be a close friend. This could be a family member. This could be a parent, okay? Someone that's just very close to you. This could also be the connection that you have with yourself. But there's something that's no longer being done. There's something that a person is removing themselves from, okay? And I feel like for some of you, maybe this was something karmic, okay? I want to pull 3 more cards for each of these just to get, a bigger understanding of this. But with this Hermit card here, I feel like this is something that a person withdraws from, something that a person feels like they have to do alone. Why is this Justice card here? Ace of Cups in the reverse. Something karmic being let go of. Why is this Nine of Pentacles reversed? The Tower card reversed. And a huge bullet is dodged. Why is this Hermit here? Five of Swords in reverse. So the fight is out the door. The problems are out the door. It's like you don't have to worry about conflict when you choose to remove yourself from something. And I'm sorry, guys, my computer's like updating right now. Okay. So I truly feel like this is something where you may have felt trapped in something, or maybe there's something that you were choosing not to see, because the Eight of Swords, this is someone who's really, really in their heads, but there's nothing actually holding them back. If she wants to get out of this Ring of Swords, there's more than enough room to do so, okay? So I feel like there's something that was blocking you, or something where you felt like trapped in a sense, and you're trying to be patient, but it was just something that was very unstable, and now you see things for what it is. Okay, for some of you, this could be something in money. For others, maybe it has to do with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but something ends up not succeeding. And with the Nine of Cups here, you're really happy about this. Okay, so let's jump into the past, present, future. Now, before doing so, again, with this Nine of Pentacles reversed, something definitely took a toll on you. This is a leech sort of energy, like an energy sort of vampire, or someone who feels entitled to something, but it's like they don't deserve, in a sense, to be entitled to it. So I use this example all the time, but it's just the easiest for me. That 16-year-old, rich kid that gets a brand new like Maserati for Christmas, but they cry hysterically because it's the wrong color. It's like, look, you little shit, you're getting a Maserati. It doesn't matter what color it is, like, be grateful. So this is a person that's going to say, I expect this, 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 and that, and they have nothing to bring to the table. So it could be very draining, okay? All right, guys, so past, present, and future. Now, if you guys are on Instagram or Twitter, my information for that is below, so definitely check it out. What is going on? Past, present, and future. All right, let's just get 2 more cards here. Okay. I really feel, before even getting into this reading, that there's just a really big breakthrough that's happening. I feel like maybe there's a time of sadness that is being closed out. Or there's just something that really affected you guys where you're so happy to kind of be rid of something. Okay? Well, let's get into this. Now, the energy here, guys, Queen of Pentacles reversed. Excuse me. So, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, Judgment card in the reverse, Lovers card in the reverse. This is very clear, 9 of Pentacles. In my opinion, the Queen of Pentacles, and I'm not talking about signs necessarily, this could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but let's put signs to the side for a moment, okay? Let's just think of her as a person, or this could be, a male that I'm talking about, doesn't matter. But this is going to be a person who is so patient, okay? For the most part, they're very, very patient. They can endure a lot. They're usually the last person to quit, okay? Think of this as like a mother that really, really loves a child who's going through an addiction or through something that can really affect their life in a negative way, okay? If you're a loving mother, you will go to hell and back to try to save your child, okay? So imagine when the mother, just in this example, she gets to the point where she says, I can't help this child. This is the mother quitting in a sense. So it's someone that can be so invested and so patient and the last person to quit. Okay, in most cases, if your mom gives up, then people really gave up, But that's just an example. So this is someone that they just couldn't endure it anymore, and then they're kind of hard on themselves because it's like, I invested so much, or I did so much, and it's just, I didn't get what I should have gotten out of it, okay? So there's definitely a fallout. That was a bad idea and something, honestly, you don't intend to go back to. I see you guys being independent, removing yourselves from a toxic situation, finding a lot of success, okay? You might be in your head about it, but I feel like once you take the leap, if you haven't already, there's going to be a huge sigh of relief at the end of it, okay? All right, so for the past, guys, the Fool card reversed. 4 of Swords. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Something was a bad idea. There's something you're in that you don't want to be in. It just doesn't feel right to be in a certain environment or around a certain person or just involved in something, okay? And there's a sense of you, it's like, how do I get past this? Because this shit is wasting my time. So maybe it's a relationship that you just know it's not going to work, a project that's not going to work, a friend that needs to be canceled, okay, a job that needs to be canceled, but something has got to go. Why is this Fool card here? 6 of Swords. Temperance card in the reverse. For some of you, it hurts to move away from this, or it could just be a hard transition out of this. But this is kind of like worrisome journeys, having to move away from something. Temperance card in the reverse. This is something that on a soul level, it wasn't working for you, okay? When the Temperance card is in the reverse, your soul is telling you something's off, okay? Why is this 4 of Swords here? Strength card, that's you guys, okay? Death card in the reverse. So you guys are being strong through this, but it's like you feel so stuck until you find a way out of this. So it's like a lot of you are so strong, but maybe it's just that it's hard to move away from something. Maybe it's like a job that you have a contract with. The contract's up in 6 months and you sign the dotted line. You can't leave, or there's like some sort of consequence. I don't even know if that's a thing, but maybe it could be a thing. I don't like being controlled. I can't work for anyone, but maybe there are jobs like that, okay? But this is something that it's like you just want out, and you're strong and you're powerful and you know what you need to do, but this thing is still there. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Why is this here? Knight of Cups in the reverse. 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is making you very guarded. It's just like You want to be so protective over yourself. There's something you just don't want to do. With the Knight of Cups in the reverse, this is something where it threw you off emotionally, or it threw someone else off emotionally, or just foul play. If this has to do with love, it could have been someone who's promiscuous, cheating, but this is a very manipulative person, and they usually manipulate emotionally, okay? Which is a very strong tactic. In the present moment, guys, we have the Three of Cups, Five of Cups, Page of Pentacles reversed. So it's funny because you have these two opposing energies, okay, where you have this Three of Cups, Five of Cups, celebration, sadness. Five of Cups, this is the core energy to this reading. So this is going to be what every card ties into, okay? But I feel like there's something that, like, no matter how you try to go about something, you weren't getting the results you wanted. So there's something you choose not to do, or there's something that just doesn't work. Why is this Three of Cups here? We have the Five of Swords. And we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. It's funny because for some people, there might be something that comes out that brings a lot of conflict, but it could be something where you're happy and you want to celebrate. For others, there's some sort of secret that comes out, maybe with 3 people involved in it. Okay, so maybe it could be, you're dating someone and you find out they were talking to someone else, or they went out with someone else. Okay, it could be something like that. It could be something that just involves a group of people, though. Okay, but some sort of secret comes out and there's some sort of conflict. Now, part of this, it's like you're happy to be going in another direction. You feel fulfilled by it, and you don't feel burdened by it. But there's something else. I think maybe the conflicting thing is that you're leaving something behind, and it's like you're so relieved to. Okay, but maybe you upset a boss, or upset like an ex or a partner. All right, let's just pull more cards, see what's up here. We have the Devil card in the reverse, and this is for the Five of Cups. And we have the Six of Pentacles. So there's a lot of loss here, but the thing is, it's like someone feels sad or just distraught in something. But again, it's showing that you remove yourself from something toxic and you have balance. You bring yourself to a place where there's an equal give or take. But I feel like something maybe is being mourned, or maybe someone's upset with you for leaving, or vice versa. Why is this Page of Pentacles in the reverse? Eight of Cups in the reverse, Four of Cups in the reverse. Energy, Knight of Pentacles, Six of Wands, King of Swords. Someone takes a slow approach towards something that they are going to have success with. For some of you, this is going to have to do with finances, okay? Especially if this is fields like doctors or lawyers or military, or, something where, like the King of Swords, think of what, how would I explain the King of Swords to those who aren't familiar with tarot? You're studious person, your engineers, your doctors, a job that can't be had without proper training, whether that's school, whether that's, training to be in the army, whatever, okay? So for some of you, it has to do with a business like that. For others of you, it could have to do with a Taurus or a Capricorn. There could also be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini involved. But I think that you guys are taking a very solid and level-headed approach to something, okay? And I feel like you're taking this whole approach so that you make sure you're getting things right, and you're going to follow your logic, not necessarily your emotions, which could be a very intelligent thing to do sometimes, but something had to be cut out in order for you to find peace, okay? There's definitely a huge burden that was being let go of, all right? Now, what is this about here before I move towards the future? Eight of Cups in the reverse. We have the Four of Cups in the reverse. Knight of Swords. 10 of Wands. Something may even try to come back to you, but it's too late. It's already been decided that this is just too much of a burden. Okay? There's certain things that we can kind of go back to here and there. These unhealthy relationships that, deep down inside, we know it might not be the best for us, or we know a job might not be the best for us, but it's like we stay with this entanglement, okay? In this case, it's very clear that I just feel as though something happens or something registers, something clicks, where it's just like I really can't, okay? And this is kind of like a Taurus-y thing as well, because this is something that I do. Like when I really end up like quitting on a person, or jobs in the past, whatever, that was final, okay? But it always took a lot to get me to my final straw, okay? Now, you are on fire right now. And look at your future, Leo. Chariot, 10 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, okay? Leos and myself know it, so I don't know if this would apply to me in any way. I hope it does, because this looks good, okay? But guys, something takes off. For some of you, you could be changing where you live, specifically. For others of you, maybe you're traveling somewhere to move somewhere. Or maybe something happens very, very quickly and you're very happy about it, but there's a lot of good fortune here. There's just something you had to get rid of. And once you do, everything just opens up for you. Real story, because you guys know I like to put my input on things, sometimes throughout the reading. But there's someone in my life, and I have a Leo friend that I know she's watching. She's going to know exactly what I'm talking about, so this is funny. But it's just like, there's times where I was frustrated with myself for having certain energies around. Like, I feel like we always have that one friend or that one person that there's going to be certain people like, yo, why do you still chill with that person? Like, what's up? This person is someone who really has the capability. I don't think anyone else can get under my skin the way they do. But something hit a climax point to where I'm just like, oh, this is a toxic energy for me. Like, this is really bad. And I've known it all along. So something happened that felt very, very final. This was very, very recent. Not even 3 or 4 days later, I get an actual phone call. And this happened yesterday. From a friend of mine that is so dear, but we kind of took time off. You know how friendships do that. People grow in different ways, or they fall out for whatever reason. But I always knew that this person was going to come back to my life. We just need to cool off, So it was something like that. And they end up out of nowhere, haven't spoken, heard their voice 2-3 years. They gave me a call yesterday. And it just so happens that all the people that we used to hang out with, minus a few, were at my house. And guess what? They came through. And it was just like, when you make space, when you tell the universe what you will, what you will not deal with, that's when everything aligns. When it comes to friendships, when it comes to lovers, when it comes to anything like that, you have to look around you. And the energies around you, is it what you want? And if it's not what you want, you're better off alone than in bad company, okay? So you just have to tell the universe, I didn't like this energy. This was too toxic. I want light in my life. And I closed that dark door and the light door opened, okay? And it's just been, like, I'm so happy. I feel like there's a void that has been filled, But this is such good fortune that you guys get because you were strong enough, Why is this Chariot here? 7 of Cups. Justice card in the reverse. So what you're getting into, you are going to have so much passion for this. I really, 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 really feel like this is something, Leo, where it's like you just couldn't take something anymore. And like, let's just say this is a relationship, for example. Sometimes when we're breaking up with a person, we feel bad. We want to make sure they're good. You check in on them here and there. But let's say this is talking about a relationship. You're leaving that person. You don't give a fuck how they're dealing with it. You don't care if they're hurting. You don't care if they're crying. You don't care if they're happy. You're just done. You're just so done, and you're so focused on you that's just like it's none of your concern. 10 of Cups. 8 of Swords in the reverse. Ace of Swords. You know exactly what you had to do to get this, this is the highest card of happiness in tarot. You took the blindfold off. You know what was up, okay? And you unbinded yourself. You cut out some sort of conflict. All the aces are good cards because it talks about new beginnings. But Ace of Swords, it's saying specifically that some bullshit needs to be cut out before getting onto this new path, okay? Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, guys, also represents the number 10 in tarot. 10 is the number of completion. So something has definitely been completed, and the new chapter, there's just so much building happening. You guys have such good fortune. If there's any sort of heartbreak or pain or something that was bothering you, that completely subsides. 3 of Wands in the reverse. 6 of Wands. Yeah, whatever this was, guys, that you cut off, you're like, I'm not waiting on it. I'm not looking for nobody. I'm not waiting by my phone. It's just not going to happen. Something happens that brings you extreme fortune. Extremely good fortune. Okay, guys? So this is incredible. If you're upset about something, again, I don't see that happening. You're taking the path of least resistance here. I feel like you guys are cutting something out or leaving something behind, a job, a person, a friend. All right. So let's get some guidance from the cards, from Spirit, how to navigate yourself in this month. Okay. If this is resonating with you guys so far, there is a link in the description below to donate. Thank you so much for those that choose to do so. All right. Ace of Pentacles. 9 of Wands. Tower card in the reverse. 4 of Swords in the reverse. Strength card in the reverse. You guys are very strong as all of this is going on. Just because the Strength card is in the reverse doesn't mean you're not able to handle it. It's just something that kind of gets to you. It drains you. It's like, for some of you, maybe something you feel forced to do or something that's just depleting in some way, but it's like, it's not going to kill you, but you just rather not deal with that energy. It just sucks your energy. Okay. But you guys are right at the brink before change. That's what Spirit is saying here. Remember I said that the 10 is the number of completion. Well, here you are. But with the 9 of Wands, it's like, look, I've been carrying these wands for a while. Lisette, when can I put them down? Okay? You're literally like around the corner from like this huge table where you can just put all of your shit down. And you can breathe a sigh of relief. And it's like, okay, I made it. Long journey. These shits were heavy. But now I can put it down. You're literally right around the corner. But sometimes we can get anxious because you don't see what's around the corner until you turn that corner. Okay? Just an example. And I know that doesn't apply anywhere, but think of your corner being in the city. All right? You're not going to see what's around that building until you go around that corner. So you dodge a bullet, you get into something very powerful that's going to bring long-term stability. And mentally you get past whatever was draining you. 10 of Wands in the reverse. This is you putting that stuff down on the table. You don't have to carry it anymore. 7 of Swords. I think that you guys are getting into something and keeping it a secret. But it's going to bring big change. And no hassle. And I'm sorry, guys, that my voice is cracking. It's been healing for like the last 2 months. It was much worse, like a month and a half ago. We have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. You're over it. You're not putting effort into it anymore. It just doesn't make sense. For a lot of you, it could be worked because it's the 8 of Pentacles. Sun card in the reverse. This was literally an umbrella. This was an umbrella in your life on a sunny day. Okay? And not even for shading purposes. It was just dimming you. That's the sunlight you wanted. Okay? You wanted that vitamin D. But something was covering it and you know it. And you're over it. And it was just hard to move away from it for whatever reason, whether it was your emotions or you literally just couldn't. Maybe it was, again, something where you were contracted. But you will be at peace with a new beginning. And this is going to be something that's unmarked territory, most likely something you guys haven't gotten into before, or just like a different branch of what you're into. But it's going to be something new for a lot of you. The pettiness is over, but something just, I feel like it just, you weren't yourself with it, okay? All right, my loves. So I will be out with your love readings next. I love you, Leo. Take care and Happy New Year's.